What up, family? Get the news reporter, Mary Dash to the Mary Lee. Today is no fuck around day. They say it's January the 13th. What they say? 2022. But who really knows, right? Time is of the essence. That's what I say. You know, when I was younger, it was always trying to get in my head, trying to figure out what I'm thinking and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Try to make it seem as though I was crazy because of what other people have done to me, being a child abuse victim. Now, I'm not the only one, but it seems as though I'm the only one that's speaking up for myself as hard as, I do or whatever. And I just got through watching the documentary on the family group Switch. And one of the guys, light skinned, light bright, damn near white, had a white daddy. You understand what I'm saying? That was the lead singer. You know, the guy name was Bobby. And it was 5 other guys or whatever and stuff in the group. And they was related or knew the Jacksons and things of that nature. Long story short, back in the day, they said in the 70s that homosexuality is a mental illness. But it's not. It's not your fault. It's just the way you was taught. You know, guys got violated or whatever the case may be. Now, the guy, Bobby, the lead singer from Switch, his father, white father, ran up in him when he was a little child and confused him. And, they weren't talking about gay and lesbian and child abuse like they was or like they are now. Back then, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm the one, Mary Lee, your ghetto news reporter and originator of rap music, is the one that's, keeping it in the forefront because for some reason, even ghetto gaggers don't got sense enough to speak up and stuff. I think people are scared to die or something. It's like the guy, Bobby, he ended up on drugs and things of that nature. Same old story and stuff. Ended up in jail and, ended up with AIDS or whatever and shit and dying in allegedly 1995. Before I allegedly in 1995 gave my true story to Oprah Winfrey on 3 cassette tapes for the second time and put a set of the cassette tapes in the garbage can in Hyde Park in the alley. You understand? You see where it's going? Now, when I was younger, they was always trying to, get me to talk to a psychiatrist or a doctor or whatever, head shrink. You understand what I'm saying? Trying to figure out what I was thinking, I guess, because their conscience was bothering them. Now that I think about it, now that I'm older now, almost 55, born May 25th, 1967. This going out to all the so-called doctors. They call them crack doctors and stuff because 9 times out of 10, they just the same people who violated us in a position to try to, see what we know so they can kill us off or whatever the case may be, or they may be a person in position just to try to forget what they've been through. You understand what I'm saying? And want to make it seem like they better than us, the ones that got violated or whatever and stuff, because they think they know everything. But when I was younger and I was going to them, they couldn't quite figure me out. Y'all got my book, Rhymes, Poems, and Metaphors plus one song. Everybody and their mama got it. So even the doctor didn't know what I was thinking. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. So if the doctor didn't know around 12 years old what I was thinking, and I went and got a girl to talk to him, and he didn't realize it until, didn't realize that he was getting through, whoever it was, getting through to me until I brought somebody else to see him. See, they thought I was doing them a favor. I'm not doing you a favor, doctor, like the so-called manager in my building supposed to be a doctor, just like Martin Luther King was supposed to be a doctor and his name was Michael and not Martin. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people that's on drugs and would do and say anything just to get more drugs or get you to buy into whatever lie that they've been telling themselves, because it's to thy own self be true. And, I decided to get help for me. I can't do it for nobody else. They got me in this trap building in my city, Chicago, 6210 South Kimball Avenue, Chicago, Illinois, 60637, apartment 308. to help build up their clientele. They are giving these residents, you understand, drugs and stuff. The doctor, they sending it through the mail. They the biggest drug dealers in the world. Real talk. Now, this is supposed to be a sober building where they don't drink, drug, or smoke. And if I don't drink, drug, or smoke, or fornicate, and they got me in here after holding me down at the Cook County Jail in 2016, the day after Mother's Day on May 9th of 2016, with 19 years of sobriety, held me down, gave me drugs for 6 months, once a month, sometimes twice a month, sneaking in my room, and the doctors even there at the Cook County Jail on the psych ward, and when they transferred me to Elgin to see if I would snap, crack, and pop, you understand what I'm saying, so they can build up their resume or they clientele off of real motherfuckers such as myself that's worth the most. Me being an originator of rap music, ain't got nothing out the deal for it. Not a new car, nothing other than this stupid ass story that I keep saying over and over and that I love to forget. Even the doctors though was calling me out my name, calling me a bitch. Even this doctor, so-called Steve, that so-called manager, you know, slamming the door in my face at the office, the little window, you know what I'm saying, door or whatever and stuff. And that's what I'm saying, little stupid stuff, because they can't get through to me psychologically. And they know my sobriety and everything that I have and worked hard for and was getting everybody else sober was interfering with their revenue. You understand what I'm saying? You see where this is going? Look, long story short, before I go too far, Kountry Wayne, leave my girls alone and the ones that's trying to, you know, make something out of themselves. Proverbs chapters 22, 23, and 24 for Kountry Wayne. And Luke chapter 1, 2, and 3 for Martin Luther King. And for you doctors, before I go too far, I'm number one, motherfucker. You see that? The first epistle of Paul, the apostle to the Corinthians. So this is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, 2, and 3. So for the ones who's doing all the secretarial work, because it's a guy by the name of Paul. He took the lady's spot in this building, which is supposed to be my spot in the office. Because I know this is my family-owned building. I don't know if my mama was a nurse or whatever the case is or was and stuff. But I know I got my nursing certificate at in Cleveland, Ohio, job court. But when I was smoking cigarettes and I took a picture and it was I had a cigarette dangling from my mouth, I knew I couldn't help anyone. You understand what I'm saying? That's the honest to God's truth. So I became, you know, I sold music, general merchandise and stuff to the public, giving people deals and things of that nature. That's how I made my living. But today I don't drink, drugs, smoke, or fornicate. So for the so-called doctors that held me down to get me in here to save their ass and shit, look, everybody named mama know I'm number 1, 2, and 3. That's 6. In 1973, I stood up for myself for being a child abuse victim. You understand what I'm saying? Because some perverted ass men or whoever, you understand what I'm saying, was taking advantage of me. You understand? Real talk. And they tried to make me go crazy. But I have a strong will to live and a sense of self-worth. And after all that years, 19 years of sobriety, I have 24 years. Even though they held me down or whatever and gave me drugs and thought I'll go, you know, to drugs or whatever and stuff and be dead by now, the joke's on you motherfuckers. Real fucking talk. It ain't on me. You understand what I'm saying? I can count 1, 2, 3. That's 6. Okay? And I don't know what 1 Corinthians chapters 1, 2, and 3 say, but what I do know, I never lose. So for the ones in this building that is getting doped up by the doctor, you understand what I'm saying? Steve, who probably getting high off his own supply. You understand what I'm saying? Only trying to keep you high so he can stay high. You understand what I'm saying? He laughed at me the last time I did a video down, down in my lobby or whatever. They trying to keep me cooped up in this room and shit. Like I'm a fucking goddamn client or a patient and shit. I am the originator of rap music. I got enough motherfucking money to fucking goddamn murk your whole goddamn continent. This whole world. You understand what I'm saying? If I don't make it, nobody makes it. Real talk. Stand up for yourselves. Otherwise, you can't rape the willing. You feel me? Doctor? Fucking Frankenstein ass motherfuckers. Now I got this here. Crown. We gonna see what's up. But the word then already told you pretty much. Numbers don't lie. You understand what I'm saying? Numbers do not lie. That's 12. 1 and 2 is what? Is 3. Luke chapter 1, 2, and 3. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3, right? 2 plus 1 is what? You see how close this 13 is? That's how close Mario Darrell Evans is to dying if he don't tell the fucking truth. You see how close that is? 1995. You understand what I'm saying? You see the 14 right there? 14 and 13 is what? 27. My mother, Mary Lee Wright, was born in 1927. Y'all made a patient out of her. Every time I looked at her, I said to myself as a young person, they gonna try to do me the same way. You understand what I'm saying? She didn't name me after her for nothing. I'm not the dumb one. Okay? I'm the smart one. Okay? Intelligence. Because even doctors could be too smart for their own good. Now, in Alcoholics Anonymous, the big book, the doctor's opinion, they said if you are honest with yourself, the doctor, you would know that it took a power greater than myself and yourself for me to be who I am today. Which means I believe in a power greater than myself. You're not my God. You'll never be my God. I don't care how much, what wrong you do to me, drugging me up against my will, all that, whatever you're doing to these people up in here, if they don't speak out and they got the opportunity to do it, that's on them. But when it come to me, you're going to give me mine. Real talk. If they want you to fuck them for the rest of their lives, that's on them. But they know today, for real, for real. You understand what I'm saying? The eyes don't lie, motherfucker. Where my real motherfuckers at? This would be considered a grand slam home run. So, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you. Love spelled backwards is evil. That's what Marshall Bruce Matters III said. Now, my so-called sister Linda Nelson was supposed to be a RN. And I only wanted to be a nurse because of her. But I knew I couldn't be one, smoking it at the time. And I said to myself, when cigarettes become $5, I'ma quit. You understand what I'm saying? They became $5, around $5 in 2000 when my mother, Mary Lee Wright, supposed to have died. And that I later found out she got choked out. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know the whole story, but that's what was on the death certificate that they stole from me in 2016. That means asphyxiation was on the death certificate. So for enough money, they'll kill your mama, they'll kill your firstborn, they'll kill you, and they trying to kill me, but if I go, we all go. So I stopped smoking cigarettes May 25th on my birthday in 2000 when my mama died. And I ain't smoked a cigarette since. So that'll let you know how strong I am. With that, this is your Ghetto News reporter, Mary Dash, Swing and Mary Lee. Set the game up. Peace.